Which one question is asked in almost every rabbinic interview? The question is, how might you bring young families into the service? How might you bring young people into the service? It's always asked in a variety of different ways, but it is almost always asked. The question reveals a lot about Judaism, about contemporary Judaism, and about the way that we've reached out to young people in particular. We often provide information, services, and things like that for young people, youth services and so on, which help them with limited attention when you're younger. You can't sit in a whole Yom Kippur morning service, for example. You're not to be expected to. It's too much, it's too long, and it's too intense, and it's not as interactive enough. So in Reform Judaism in particular, we really pride ourselves on trying to reach out to young families to bring them in different ways. But there's one thing that's missing, that is missing from most, if not all, communities, which is integration. Outreach is fine to young families. Integration, bringing them in, being part of the community, is another more challenging aspect. And the reason that I say that is because, for example, when we're only doing youth services, and the youth services can be amazing and incredible, when we're only doing youth education, which can be mind-blowing, if it's not synchronized, if it's not synthesized with everything else in the community, if it's not having young people meet older people, if it's not forming connection, then as soon as they finish being young, they think that it's all done. They think that everything is finished. Why continue? Judaism is just for young people. So I don't need to go to the youth service anymore. So actually one of the answers to the question, how do you bring young people into services, is by creating connection between older and younger people. And if you've ever come to our services, you'll notice that there are young people. Pre-B'nai Mitzvah often come and they help to lead the service. And that's actually really important as they're practicing their prayers and gaining confidence in being up on the bima. What's essential is that there are other people there to support them, that the rest of the community are there to support them as well. I think back to my childhood, and I can remember specific people who made me feel special, seen, loved, really acknowledged as I came to the service. Sometimes I would lead parts of the service. I was always going to be a rabbi, I think. But sometimes I would just sit in the community, and it would be nice to sit with other people in the community because we were friends, because they befriended me. And these were people who were 60, 70 years my senior. So the reason I share this is because how do we bring young people into the community? The answer is by bringing everyone else into the community. And this coming month, we have 4 B'nai Mitzvah in a row, which is really exciting. I don't remember the last time that happened. 4 B'nai Mitzvah in a row. It's really important, if you want to see young people in services more, it's really important that you come to these ceremonies, that you show these young families how much we appreciate them. One of them, I accept, is I have a personal connection to in a different way, and I understand that. And I have been asked by the office, everyone in our community is invited to that ceremony and invited to the party afterwards. Please reply to the email. Please let the office know soon so that they can order food, because we're probably ordering food for hundreds of people. So please do reply to that email. But it's not just about that one family, our family's bar mitzvah ceremony, in fact. It's about all of them. If you want to see young people in services, you have to be there. You have to get to know their names. You have to see these young people and show them how much you value them being in services. So I encourage you in particular this month, join us. Join us on Shabbat morning for 4 B'nai Mitzvah in a row. Join us, show these young people how much you appreciate them being there, how much they add to you, how much they add to your spirituality, how much they add to your prayer experience by them being there. Show them how much you value them, and that's what will keep them coming. And in fact, we always have a lot of young people at our service this evening. This is our Shabbat Chol HaMoed Sukkot service. It's the Shabbat in the middle of Sukkot. So the service is going to be outside in the sukkah. it's going to be a little bit cold. So bring a jumper, sweater, coat, something like that. We have a potluck first at 5:30. And that's a great way to get to know young people in our community. We're going to be waving the lulav, of course. We're going to be having our Kabbalat Shabbat service. And we have special guests giving a really fascinating presentation. It's a group called Jutina. It's going to be really exciting. I hope you can join us for that. And particularly not just for Shabbat, but for community. For being able to sit with our young people and with their families, get to know their names, help them get to know yours. And then together, we can really encourage connection between generations. Show these young people and their families how much we value them. And that starts this evening with our Kabbalat Shabbat service in the Sukkah. And it continues tomorrow and, in fact, for the next few weeks with our B'nai mitzvah. Please join us for them. I wish you Shabbat Shalom.